Poison is one of the most used cards in the current meta of Clash Royale because of its tremendous capabilities, being able not only to damage units over time, but also slowing down all units for 10 seconds. The range of Poison is 3.5, which is good. Poison can be used effectively, defensively, and offensively, which makes the Poison much loved. Poison can also counter a lot of different strategies, especially when you're going for a pig push. Especially if your opponent's only way of dealing with Hog Rider is Barbarians, the Poison is especially useful and allow you to get another hit on the tower. Poison can also be used to gain huge value. Has your opponent placed a pump in the back and then went for another troop right next to the pump? You can take advantage of it by going for a Poison on the pump, on his units, and the tower all at once, getting a pretty good positive elixir trade. Poison is most effective when dealing with low HP units, but it can also backfire if your opponent has a little bit higher HP or higher level cards than you. Let's say you went for a Poison on top of a minion horde because you haven't cycled back to your zap. Well, your Poison will take too long to do the damage over time, so the minion horde that's coming at you will get at least guaranteed a few hits if Poison is your only counter. In that case, Fireball would have been a better option. But Fireball does have its weaknesses. Fireball just does direct damage, it doesn't slow down, and Poison is much better used in most situations otherwise than the Fireball. Poison is really effective if you're going for a tank witch strategy, or it doesn't have to be a witch. It could be a tank wizard. It's just really effective because any troop that he does to fire back at you, whether it be minion horde, of course it'll get shredded by the witch eventually, but also it'll also slow them down so they can't get any further damage. And it can also slow down if he goes for something like a mini P.E.K.K.A. His mini P.E.K.K.A. will be really slow in the Poison and it'll be doing damage, so it's a really effective combo. Nothing really can counter this besides maybe the Valkyrie if you put a witch or the wizard. Valkyrie is pretty much the only counter unless you could think of something else or the mini P.E.K.K.A. It really depends on what you're following up with, or maybe even something else. There's tons of counters, but it all depends on the right circumstance. Another card that people like to take instead of the Poison is the freeze spell. Now the freeze spell, in my opinion, is one of the riskiest things that you can do. It allows for your opponent to get even stronger counter push if your attack fails. And what I mean by that is typically when you go for a freeze, you're going to go for a Hog Rider freeze or a Balloon freeze. But if you freeze and you end up taking that tower, you're probably going to end up losing your tower as well. Whether if you went for Poison, it would also do damage over time, and it would also slow them down, and they wouldn't have a successful counter push, and you would have gotten free damage for free. So that's why I feel like freeze is kind of falling off the map over Poison, and freeze can't be used to get value out of value freezes. You can't do a value freeze really unless you're going for a freeze Valkyrie in front of a whole horde. You can't use a freeze against like if they go for a pump and then they put something next to the pump that you can poison. You can't do that because of Poison not being able to do the same power that the Poison can do. Depending on your deck, Poison might be more suited for your deck. Now there are certain decks that are better with freeze, so I'm not saying that, oh my god, Poison is better than freeze. In certain situations, freeze is better. It depends on your deck, your opponent's deck, and their overall strategy. So if you guys like this video, I know it's kind of short, this is just a little test if you guys want to have more of these. I know this is kind of like orange juice style stuff, but I actually like doing, I love all of his videos, and this is kind of inspired by him. I know he does a better job, but this is just me going into this a little bit. So if you guys like this video, make sure to tell me in the comments, leave a like, and I'll see you guys later.